Hello everyone and welcome back to the Dandelion Diaries. Today I'm going to be testing out these Zebra Clickart pens on the Tomoe River paper specifically, just because I am a Hobonichi user and I want to see how well they're going to behave on the Tomoe River paper. If you're interested in how I made this little pen swatch book, I will leave a link in the cards on how I made this if you want to make one yourself. It's just to perpetually take the swatches with me from planner to planner or book to book, so that way I don't have to go searching for anything in specific if I already kind of have an idea of what I want. All right, let's get into this. So first, I guess I'll talk about the pens themselves. There are 48 of them. So this is the 36 pack. I got these off of Jet Pens. Right now they were $15 for this, and then I think almost $40 for this. So they are a little bit more expensive than your standard marker, but they're really cool in this little case because they just sit all nice and snug. And whenever you want one, you just pull it out and click it. So I will say they are really nice because they are clickable, very satisfying. And if you see this little dot right here, when you click it open, it turns red. So you know the pen nib is out. And then if you unclick it, it goes back in. There have been a bunch of swatch videos on these already on other types of paper. I just really wanted to make them for the Tomoe River paper, like I said, because it behaves much differently than your average, you know, standard bullet journal paper or anything like that. So I'm going to organize these by their packs. Since this one came, I bought this one in the big box, and that way we can go through all the colors together and see how they behave on the Tomoe River paper. Okay, so now I have them all organized based on their pack. So like I said, I got these top 36 here in the the case here that they come in like if you want all of the colors, which I am a collector, so I definitely want all of the colors. And then they recently came out with this new pack, which is the PL pack. PL, and it is more of like the pastel-y colors, and they're really very much lighter than the rest of them. So the packs that they have are the bright, the light, the dark, and the pastel. And so I'm gonna swatch them based on their packs, just in case, you know, I like one pack better than the other, just because they don't come in singles. And I'm also going to be referencing them based on the number that they have right there. So this one is number 46. And then I'm just going to use the names that they're called from the Jet Pens website, because the barrel does not have any kind of marking on it whatsoever as to the name of the pen. So I'm just going to flip to a new page, and we're going to zoom you guys in, and we'll get started. So I'm just going to take the black. Ooh, so satisfying. I'm going to take the black to start off with, and I'm just going to label this out as Zebra Clickart pens. Yeah. And we're just going to do a test with the black for the like smearability, I guess. So I'm going to do a 5-second, a 10-second, and then just leave it alone and come back later and see how it does. Or I guess we'll do immediate. So immediate obviously smears. Still smears. Still smears. This doesn't surprise me just because it is the Tomoe River paper. It is very much a thin paper, as you can probably see. And so whenever you write on this, it does take some time to dry. So I'm gonna leave a little bit of a marker swatch up here just by itself. And then when we're done swatching all of them, I'll come back and I'll smear it, or smear test it, and see if it smears. But this is number 1, black. And I'm going to zoom you guys back out. And if you're interested in the swatches, I'm just going to put some music over this, and then we will get to the swatches. Okay, so now that we have finished all the swatches, I'm gonna go ahead and try to smear this. And it does not smear. I will zoom you guys way in. It does not smear at all. So after, I don't know, however long that was, a few minutes, it does not smear. And you can always use blotting paper or a sheet of paper like this too to help prevent any kind of transfer from side to side of whatever notebook it is you're using. I just used this so this wouldn't transfer onto this side over here, and maybe that helped dry that a little bit, but as you can see, it didn't really even cover it totally. So moving on. This is how the swatches look. So this is the BR pack, or the bright pack. We have, you know, black, pink, red, orange, standard colors of the rainbow. Moving down, we have the PL, or not the PL, the LT pack, or the light pack. So this is going to be basically a lighter version of your brights. I do think, however, it is very pink heavy. So if you're looking for more of like blues and greens, I feel like these are very similar. But if you like to have all the colors, have all of the colors. After that, we have the dark set. I think this is my favorite out of all three. It looks really nice on the Tomoe River paper, and it just stands out. I will say the blue gray and the turquoise, the blue gray and the turquoise blue are very close. One is just a little bit greener. So if you could get these in singles and only wanted one of the two, just pick which version you'd want better. And then I skipped a page so that way we wouldn't have any ghosting. The Tomoe River paper does like to ghost, as you can see. And then I did the PL, or the pastels, after that. And this is how these turned out. The lightest ones being the light yellow or lemon and lime, and then the sand beige, are incredibly hard to see on this paper. One of the things about Tomoe River paper is it is thin, and it also has a coating on it, so the ink takes longer to dry. I know these are pastels and they are meant to be very light. I still think they look really nice on this paper, and depending on what you use them for, this may be your go-to. All right, that is the pen test for the Clickart zebra pens on the Tomoe River paper, especially for our Hobonichi users out there. And if you happen to have any of the other Tomoe River planners, I know Sterling Ink came out with a common planner. I know there are some from Estelle. Either way, this paper is loved by many, and I wanted to make sure that we had our bases covered when it came to markers and seeing how these performed. I do think they would be a great addition to anybody willing to put in the patience to let them dry. However, if you are moving around a lot, these may not be for you because they do like to smear on the Tomoe River paper, specifically straight after use. If you use blotting paper or any kind of notebook paper to help soften the ink transfer from page to page, I don't think these would be a problem at all. And if anything, you have a huge variety of colors to pick from, and you could add them to your collection. I do like that they click back and forth just because it is very satisfying. My only wish is that they actually had a pen thing. I'm blanking on the word, but you know what I mean, the little holder that you can slip onto the paper or onto your pen loop, just because they only have this little thing here where it basically stops it from rolling. But other than that, I think they are an excellent purchase. They are a little bit pricier than some markers, but it's more of a novelty just because it has that click feature. All right, so that's all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know which color was your favorite down in the comments, and be sure to check out my Instagram. I do post there regularly about all things Hobonichi and any kind of planner supplies, hauls, or pen tests that I like to do. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!